Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In Hypixel Skyblock there are several yearly events, and one of them is the Season of Jerry. Today we're going to be going over how to play the event and what to do in order to make hundreds of millions of coins. So with that, let's begin. The Season of Jerry is a winter event that takes place in the late winter month. This event is part of the bigger Jerry's Workshop event, which opens on day 1 of late winter. When it is open, you can come over here to the Christmas tree and click on Jerry. And he will send you to this new island called the Jerry's Workshop. In this island, you can do several things, such as getting a talisman by doing this minigame, collecting random gifts on the ground, and mining in the glacial caves. This is what I recommend since you can get a lot of money doing this, and it's genuinely a good money making method for early and mid-game players. I'm not going to go too deep on this since it isn't part of the actual Season of Jerry event. However, comment down below if you want me to make a full guide for the Jerry's Workshop. On the 24th, 25th, and 26th day of late winter, the Season of Jerry event begins. This is a minigame where you have to protect mounds of gifts from fiery magma cubes that will spawn from the biggest mountain in the Season of Jerry's Workshop. You will know the event has begun when the ice on this mountain starts to melt, uncovering a volcano and starts a volcanic eruption. There will be 5 waves of mobs, each wave giving rewards if you're able to protect the gifts. If you aren't able to protect the gifts, you're gonna lose some of your reward. Because this event can give you some items such as the volcanic rock, going for around 2 million coins, you can easily make 15 million coins in this 1-hour event, which is really good for early and mid-game players. By the way, I know the event hasn't begun, however there are going to be gift piles here, 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 I believe one here, and a final one over here, where the volcanic rock will spawn. There's also a rain drake, so that's cool. Now, you're going to need specific gear to play this event. You can't actually damage the magma cube with normal weapons, and you're gonna need a snowball blaster. You can buy one of them from this NPC, and they will give you Frosty the Snow Blaster. However, I recommend Frosty the Howitzer over this since it fires a lot faster. For your armor and equipment, I recommend Snowsuit or Nutcracker armor, and the snow equipment. You're gonna need this because otherwise you won't be able to have unlimited snowballs on your blaster, and you're gonna have to manually fill them up at Frosty, which takes away a lot of time. For your pet, I recommend a reindeer or a snowman pet. The snowman pet does extra damage to the magma cubes since it fires snowballs themselves, and the reindeer pet gives you more gifts. If you're going really try hard, I recommend switching between these two pets, using the snowman pet when the wave is happening, and right before the wave ends, switching to your reindeer pet to get the extra 10% gifts. For even more gifts, go to this NPC over here, and buy the Season of Joy Ice Essence upgrade. However, of course, with any event, there are a lot of flips and investments to take advantage of. One of the best investments that you can do over here is go over to this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and buy Refrigerate 1 books. Now these guys cost 1 volcanic rock and 10 North Stars. As we already went over, volcanic rock is around 2 million coins, and you should buy them right after the Season of Jerry event ends. North Stars are gotten by opening gifts, and you can usually get thousands of them per hour. Now I recommend opening red gifts, since they give more North Stars per hour, and you have a higher chance of getting good drops. For example, the Holly Die, and golden gifts. Currently I have 35. However, if you don't have much money but have a lot of time, I recommend going for green gifts. This is because they cost less money to buy and save more money total, meaning you're getting more money in this event. Now the amount of money that you make from this event totally depends on how much you invest. For example, I currently have around 1 billion coins, and I'll most likely spend around 400 million on this event. This means I can buy a total of 200 refrigerated books, meaning I need 2k North Stars. Now you may be wondering how much money I'm gonna get from investing in 200 refrigerated books. Well, you see, after the Jerry's Workshop, refrigerated books usually go up to around 2.6 to 3 million coins. This means I can make around 600k to a million coins profit for each rejuvenate book. Let's go with the lower number and times that by 200, and we're making 120 million coins from this event. And of course that's not it. If you spend even more money on investments, for example, if I do go ahead and spend my billion coins, I can get around 300 million coins. Along with that, I recommend holding on to any golden gifts you get from the gift grind, since they go up in profit by a lot during the IRL December month. This is because you're able to buy golden gift talismans only in December, and they require golden gifts. The price of golden gifts go up to around 10 million coins, meaning even if you buy some off the auction right now, you're going to be able to make a lot of money selling them in December. Okay, so now that you have all the information that you need to know, it's time to give a demonstration with the actual event. Alright, so the event is about to begin, and we have all our gear ready. As you see, we have 2k North Stars. Yeah, we did a bunch of gift grinding, as you can see in the chat. So another thing to keep in track of is the downtime. As you see in the right of my screen, the event is going to start in around 11 minutes. The reason this is bad is because there is a possibility that we don't get to do the final wave, since we won't have time to complete it. The way you can check that is after the 4th wave, you have to see how much time you have in the Season of Jerry event, and how much time there is until the next wave. If you have to wait more time to start the 5th wave than you have time in the event, you are most likely not going to be able to do the 5th wave. I know it's kind of complicated, but I'll show you guys when it does happen. We are lagging really badly, but as you see over here, there is a pool of lava, and slowly this ice is going to melt and the lava is going to pour down. We're just going to wait over here. Oh yeah, look at that. The lava is coming down, and the event starts in 10 seconds. So the gist of this event is, yeah, wave 1, us guys on the ground are going to target the magma cubes, while the guys on the cannons are going to target smaller mobs that come with the magma cubes. However, the smaller mobs don't pose a threat to the gifts, so it's not what we're worried about, but we are worried about this guy. Now, in a good lobby, this guy won't move too far. As you see, he's already dead. And yeah, these guys are getting cooked by our cannons. We're gonna go over here because that's where the next magma cube spawns, as you see. So the first magma cube spawns over here, second one is here, third one is over here, the 4th one is in the middle. Let me just show you. Over here. Oh my god, it's so laggy. What? Alright, the 5th one is right again. And the rest are gonna be in the middle. Now these guys are super tanky, they have 600 HP. So if they get to that gift pile over there, we're gonna lose some of our rewards. Alright, so this is the final magma cube, so we're gonna switch to our reindeer pet. Thankfully the magma cubes did not get to the gifts, meaning if we kill this guy fast enough, we will get our rewards. And there we go. And as you see over here in these gift piles, there are our rewards. And on the very last one, you have the volcanic rock, which is 2 million coins. Alright, so we're gonna do this for all 5 waves, and if we do have that issue that I was talking about with the 5th wave, I will show you. Alright, so as you see, the Season of Jerry ends in essentially 3 minutes, and the next wave is in 2 minutes. Meaning we will be having the 5th wave, I believe, which is pretty good. Also, apparently throwing snowballs is faster than the howitzer, because this is how fast I can shoot my howitzer, and this is how fast I can shoot snowballs. Alright, there we go, and I actually hit 743, so I think it was a lot better. Also the sounds were amazing. Alright, so now that the event is over, we can go ahead and buy a ton of refrigerate books. But first we gotta buy the volcanic rock. These buy orders fill pretty fast, since the event just ended. So we can just go ahead and buy a ton of these. And we can just put them over here. We actually bought these volcanic rocks for 1.8 mil. So yeah, that's even more profit. And there we go. 0 North Stars left. But we have bought all the refrigerate books. I actually went ahead and got 205 refrigerate books. And if I sell them for 2.6 million coins, I should make 800k per. So yeah, that is 164 million coins profit. And from the minigame itself, I made another, let's say 20 mil. So yeah, 184 million coins in just over an hour. But anyways, that's all you need to know about the Season of Jerry minigame. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful, please subscribe as it helps me out a lot. Comment down below if you want me to make any other guides or a full guide on the Jerry's Workshop, and I'll consider doing so. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.